Nyssa in Doctor Who. You're listening to Dr. Freedom.
Howdy, folks. Dr. Freedom here with the Times of Doctor Who news. News from in and around the universe that made us... sorry about that. Hitting my vapor again. News from in and around the universe that may or may not just make your heart melt. Oh, it's been a sad couple of days, you know, because the Doctor Who experience, of course, closed up on the 9th. And what was even sadder, though, today was this bugger right here. All right, boom. Look at that. The building wasn't even cold, man. And the Cardiff City Council's already out there sending guys to yank things down. The thing was, this is no surprise given the fact that they already yanked the TARDIS that sat over the little thing on the pavilion on the pier. It was gone like a week ago. So the fact they're already out there rolling up the banners, you know, whipping out the paint and all that crap is not surprising. It is heartbreaking to see it, you know. Yeah, I always had a sick little fantasy that someday I would make it over to see the Doctor Who experience, but given my physical condition these days, it would not be an easy trek, and I don't think I could have made it. But so very sad to see that going on. But now let's get into it. Let's get on to it. Let's get to the stuff that will probably might cheer you up a little bit. All right, moving on. Edward Russell is back at Rothlock after 6 weeks away. Now, as a lot of you know, Edward Russell is the brand manager. Sorry, I'm a little bit far away. There we go. Is the brand manager for Doctor Who. So the fact he's back is, you know, and also the fact that we've had word that filming could begin late October, early November. So, and it's mid-September now. So, you know, hippie, hippie, hippie. Also, I'm looking forward to mid-October because Time Lord Expo. Yeah. Also, I'm doing a panel there on Saturday, noon to 12:45 on Jodie Whittaker. So that's going to be fun. And I've been making a lot of mental notes on that. Because you see, I don't like to do things scripted. And I already have my general idea where I'm going to go with it, you know, the panel. So I may actually jot some notes down. I don't know yet. But it's just going to be me and the whiteboard. And you're like, oh, you're boring the crap out of me. Get off this. All right, let's get off this. Okay, Peter Capaldi says his favorite Doctor is Jodie Whittaker. Interesting choice, you know, given the fact that she's not appeared on screen as yet. All right, so Capaldi, when asked about his favorite Doctor at Portland's Rose City Comic-Con, said Jodie Whittaker. Now, why he did this, maybe he's trying to, he goes, we're guessing that he just has a good feeling about her, or he's towing the company line and helping do some promotion, or maybe like some of us, he's, showing that he has faith in her as well. So it's kind of a nice thing for, Peter to do on his way, out the TARDIS door, and to turn around and, give a shout out to the person who's coming behind. Okay. All right. He was white. All right. When he was waxing lyrical about the joys of being a part of the BBC sci-fi series later in the panel, it's just an amazing experience because all the time you're the Doctor, you're the center of all this attention, this warmth. And so to have that in your life is extraordinary. It's just a very, very special privilege and position to be in. It's life-changing. It's wonderful to be the Doctor. You are Doctor Who for a while, and you get $70,000 a day for appearances. Oh, sorry. Pearl Mackie chimed her bit in as well. So, nice little short thing about it. Somebody put up part 2 of the panel. Like I said, that's what they linked it to. But I'm sure if you look around, the full panel is up. I just can't remember if I could have swore I had the link here somewhere, but I was not able to find it again. So, if you have the link for the full panel, put it in the comment box. All right, moving on. This is what the Doctor would think of Brexit, according to Peter Capaldi. Interesting subject. I don't think he'd be very happy, Capaldi told the crowd, but I think he would know that it would be all right, that it's going to be sorted. So, sure, it was the biggest snafu, that a lot of people are not happy about it, but you got to remember, a lot of people voted for it, apparently, otherwise it wouldn't have passed. But then again, a lot of people voted for Trump. Oh, now I'm going to get hit for that. I'm allowed to pick on our president. Okay, why? Let me tell you a little truth before we move on. And this is not a conspiracy theory. Your president's just the middleman. Okay, he's the puppet. He's the figurehead. All right, if you don't get that by now, then you need to go listen to some more George Carlin. All right. Okay, covers revealed for the Big Finish 10th Doctor Adventures, Volume 2. And this is the one that will have David Tennant and Billy Piper back in the TARDIS together, reliving some adventures you didn't see on television. Unfortunately, you will not see, but you'll hear them on audio. And this is due to be released in November. And this will consist of 3-hour-long full cast audio adventures. 3 new stories that will reunite, Rose and the Doctor. Rose, I love you. I love you. So, sorry, I get flashbacks sometimes. It's like post-Tenet stress disorder. Yeah, it's just, all right, Infamy of the Zaros, which, by the way, will also have Camille Coduri as Rose's mom. All right. Let's keep him look like a nice kid. They got cast lists for you and everything. Sword of the Chevalier. Almost sounds like the guy who's going to fix your Chevy. I'm a Chevalier. All right, moving on. Moving down. Cold Vengeance. Ooh, look, Ice Warriors. So, of course, Nick Briggs probably stepping in there as aliens. So, check it out. It's Guy Fawkes with a multiple personality disorder. All right, moving on. And I'm not even going to say what this reminds me of. All right, moving on. Also out today, Time in Office and the Silurian Candidate. If you want to go check these out, by the way, or you can download them from the Big Finish site, or if you want, go listen to the trailers right here on this page. So, Time in Office and the Silurian Candidate. So, looks like it's some interesting stuff. Also coming next month. Doctors Reunited, Flip and Jackson, and Flip! Oh, sorry, I can't pick because I have Lisa Greenwood has done an endorsement for me before, a little shout out, so I can't pick on her too hard. So Colin Baker, Miranda Raisin, and Lisa Greenwood in the Behemoth. All right, so some Big Finish coming your way, a couple of which are already out now. Be sure to go snatch those babies up. Nick Briggs needs money. All right. He can't hang out at the Experience anymore. What's he going to spend it on? Okay, where is she now? Doctor Who's Katy Manning. And the comic bit here, when this article first came out, this was magically missing from this equation. Somebody had slipped up and it said, where is he now? So just a few nifty things here and there and all that. Not a huge thing, but it's always nice to hear from Katy Manning. And as she says right there, she's blind as a bat, the poor lady. She's always has been. So when you see her running around, and back in the day, this is before contact lenses were a practical thing for prescription use. So when you see her running around as Joe Grant, poor lady's just basically trying not to run into walls and stuff. Okay, so all right, moving on. Sherlock's Louise Brealey cast in Doctor Who's Purdue drama, The Discovery of Witches. Now, the reason, remember the other day we had an article with her, she'd been fighting to get a role on Doctor Who. Well, she almost made it, because she's going to be in this thing that's being produced by Julie Gardner. You remember Julie Gardner, her and Russell T. Davies ran the show for, how many years with no series breaks, no splits. Also, ran 3 series simultaneously, and they were on every year on time, and no split series and no missing years. Okay, so, all right, moving on. James Goss. Sorry. Sorry about that. James Goss to adapt Douglas Adams' story, Doctor Who and the Krikkitmen. So that's a nice thing to hear. The Krikkitmen was a story idea that Adams conceived in 1976 and was pitched to then script editor Robert Holmes. Though rejected, Adams would eventually retool the story for his third Hitchhiker's novel, Life, the Universe, and Everything. So it's nice to see that, even though Douglas left us, quite a while ago now, that his work is still moving on. The guy has left a tremendous legacy with Hitchhiker's Guide, Dirk Gently, and those many other characters and universes he created. So nice to see that another slice of his Doctor Who history is getting brought, into reality, because he did work on Doctor Who for a time. Look it up. Google it. All right. Dead Woman Laughing, available on CD. Now, Phantom has announced the release of the audio version of Daphne Ashbrook's autobiography, read by the author herself. And you may remember her as Dr. Grace Holloway. That's back. She was the first companion to get snogged. She started a trend. And you know what the saddest part is? Okay, we'll go into that in a second. Co-produced by Spoken Word Audio, Dead Woman Laughing is now available unabridged over 5 CDs priced at £15.99. So if you want to look into it, right there you go. Now, the thing is, a lot of people have always been wondering, why does her character of great Dr. Grace Holloway, and matter of fact, why does not Chang Li appear anywhere in the Big Finish audio series? And that is because their characters are still literally in a rights limbo. I discussed this with her when we did our short interview a while back. I've got to have Daphne back on. She's just an amazing lady. She was fun to talk to, very easygoing. But that's the sad story, and it's right out of her mouth. That's why when they appeared, her and Yi Ji So, when they did appear in Big Finish, they were playing 2 different characters, for like the Companion Chronicles in the Vault series, like Mastermind and whatnot like that, or Tales from the Vault as well. So that's why they had to appear as different characters, because their characters that they, brought to life back in the 96 movie are literally in a copyright hell. Nobody knows exactly who owns those characters. Unfortunately, while the Doctor, the Master, and all that were owned by, of course, the BBC, and they retained that, the characters generated to go along with them in the Fox movie were not. See if that makes any sense when you think about it. It makes you want to go smack a lawyer upside the head. And even though he had nothing to do with the case, you still want to go smack a lawyer upside the head. Because chances are he's a lawyer. A good smack upside the head might do him some good. All right, moving on. Lethbridge-Stewart, Cruel Oil, or Candy Jar Books has announced its latest PDF-only short story, The Cruel Oil by Harry Draper. This can be downloaded for free from the Candy Jar website. So if you're into the Lethbridge-Stewart series, here's some more stuff for you. Once again, there's the link for it. Hey. So go click on that. Hey, why am I making strange noises with my mouth? Okay, I don't know. Why am I still wearing this hat? Because this hat's comfortable. I've had this hat hanging up for quite a while, and I've forgotten how comfortable it is. It's a good, nice, comfy hat. Sure, it makes me look a little Texan. Hey, lady. Come over here. I want to punch your cow. All right. See, I can't even do Texan accents right. I don't know. So, folks, just a few little things here and there, and sadly, they're already rolling up the writing on the Doctor Who Experience. Death Moon, of course, completed. If you haven't listened to that yet, please do. It has its own playlist on the Dr. Freedom YouTube page. Be sure to go look it up. Also working on Comes the Imperator. I was hoping to get some more ladies to join us for voices, because it's really becoming a sausage fest doing the voice things. But I've already had a couple more guys volunteer to step in for some roles, and I'm going to try to have them some lines soon as I can. It's just I had to take a couple weeks off after doing Death Moon, because that one took almost a year to put out. And it turned out to be 2 hours and 45 minutes all put together. So it's kind of like an old-fashioned serial. But like I said, that's for you 5, maybe 6 of you who are actually enjoying it. So, or if you've not heard those before, you probably want to start with Skydark. Like I said, the audio is not as good on Skydark, because that's when I first, that was my very first time doing that kind of thing. It was just me doing all the voices, so it was kind of like a dry run before I wanted to go doing the multicast, full cast audio. So, I'm done ranting. So everybody out there, take care, ta-ta, enjoy the rest of your day. And unfortunately, as the man said, winter is coming. Good night. And I don't mean in Westeros.